So I'm just going to do a quick video on how I set up the breeding cages. It's getting close to the season now. Probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks I'll be starting to put the birds in the breeding cages. So just with the cages like these, where I use the mesh on the cage front. What I do is I just cut out, you can see that there, I cut out one piece of the wire so as that I can put in these little water drinkers that I use. I only use a small water drinker because the water will be changed first thing in the morning and again in the evening. And then for the actual seed, I use these little hook feeders that will go on just something like that in there. I also use these, I think they're quite handy, these little cuttlefish holders have a small perch on them, so they're quite handy. And then I just use the likes of a small plastic bowl that will be for fruit and veg. So really simple. And also on these cages for the perches, these are hazel branches that I've used. And to secure these in these cages, normally what I do is I measure out here where I want the perch to go. I then pare it down so it can come out to the wire. And then on the back then, I normally just drill a hole, and this is held with a screw. So they're very secure there. And also I have another perch in at the side of the nest box, which gives the birds a little bit of privacy. And these cages measure, they're 30 inches long, 18 inches high and 16 inches wide. So over the next couple of days now I'm going to get them set up. Weather is starting to turn a bit mild, so I'm thinking I might be putting them in early. All the hens are in breeding condition, so they're ready to go. So I'll see over the next couple of days what way. If the weather stays mild, I'll be putting them in earlier this year than I normally would. I usually leave it till the middle of February, the end of March, or the beginning of March, but maybe this year we'll go a bit earlier. So these are all the breeding birds for this year. I have 5 pair, and these are a couple of young birds I picked up about 2 weeks ago. So they're in a separate cage, and I might see about putting these into the breeding cages in maybe September when these older birds come out. So that's a really simple way of setting up your breeding cage, and it works fine, so it does.